Hello people, welcome to another video. So this is the IO guide video that I will be making, or that I've been wanting to make for a while now, and I am finally getting around to it. So IO can be played 3 different ways according to her 3 talents: Lifelink, Goddess Blessing, and Sacrifice. Lifelink is for like AoE heals or a hybrid build where you can go DPS and healing. Goddess Blessing is for main heal or pocket heal. And Sacrifice, you rarely see a Sacrifice IO playing healer IO. Most people who use Sacrifice use her as DPS. And I just got done testing out Sacrifice for the first time and I loved it. It was so much fun. So here we have her abilities. Her primary fire is her light bow that does 400 damage a hit, and it has a maximum ammo count of 10. Her healing ability is called Moonlight, and it heals for 150. It heals for 150 every tick. There is Guardian Spirit, which is Luna. Most people would just say they're summoning Luna, and Luna can be very OP. She is integral to 2 builds. Actually, Luna is integral to IO's kit, essentially. And then there's Lunar Leap, which is where you can leap backwards and like you leap up and back through the air. Those are her 4 main abilities. In Lunar Leap, you can get yourself into a lot of trouble, as I found out the hard way. IO was my very first main, and I found out that Lunar Leap can not work in your favor sometimes. And then her ultimate is Be Gone, and it just pushes your enemies. You summon like a little hologram, and it pushes your enemies back. You can use it to push them off the map. It is pretty funny. So let's go ahead and get into the loadouts, okay? This is what you're going to want to run for your DPS. This loadout will be shown when we go to the segment where we showcase the DPS playstyle and how I recommend she be played when I show a few clips. The screenshot will be shown on screen, so you'll have a second chance to copy my loadout. This one is for her hybrid build. Same thing as the last, it will pop up whenever we go to that segment. And finally is the build I use for pocket healing and just general healing. Or yeah, like main heal, pocket heal. This is what I use for it. And you can see I do have feral strength in all of my loadouts. That's because Luna, like I said, Luna can be integral to all of your loadouts. To any kit that you're running with IO, Luna can be a very important part of it. So never neglect Luna, never forget to use Luna. Underutilizing Luna can be your worst mistake when it comes to playing IO. I have seen many people lose ranked matches because they did not utilize Luna. I've won against people like that and I've lost because of teammates that do that. So please don't be that guy that says, oh, Luna's not good unless you're using Lifelink. Trust me, dude. Trust me. So we're gonna skip to our first style, which will be the general AoE healer. Alright, so mes amis, we are here and we are going to run Lifelink. That was the wrong loadout. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna run this one, which is our hybrid build. So what I recommend buying for your hybrid build, and keep in mind this is all circumstantial, but I recommend going for Nimble, Chronos, either Chronos or Morale Boost, either or, depending on if you're confident with your ult, go for Morale Boost. I recommend going with Life Rip, and I recommend going with either Deft Hands or probably either Deft Hands or Resilience. So we're gonna do that. And how I usually do it is when we're all pushing the point like this, I put Luna on point and start healing. And Luna is not in a very good situation there because my whole team went down. So in a situation like this, you kind of just want to play backlines with whoever your last guy is. In this case, it's Sati. You want to play backlines with them and try to keep them alive for as long as possible. Because if you can keep them alive, chances are your team can get to you and you can turn the tides of the battle. Usually. Here's where the hybrid comes in. See? Right there. Vora tried to go for the kill and got absolutely obliterated by me. So Luna is taking a bit of damage here. We're going to call her out. And we're going to try and help on point. And no, I will not be showing the full game, so I'm going to be doing segments of these matches. And it's alright if you die, but you want to really try to avoid dying. Don't do what I did there. You want to really try to avoid that. Because if you die and you're the only healer, your team is left without heals. And see, just like that, Lunar Leap can come in clutch, but at the same time, had I been right here, I'd be dead. And again, my whole team died, no one gathered around Luna. So, yeah, this is kind of just generally how you want to play hybrid IO. It's not the most convenient, however, well, it's not the most convenient depending on circumstance. If your team is really bad, then it doesn't work. But if your team is smart enough to gather around your dog to get the help, then it can really work, and your team can really put the hurt on the enemies. So, yeah, we will catch you guys with the next build, which is going to be Pocket Healer. Disclaimer, I suck at pocket healing with IO. Alright, so pocket healing with IO. You're going to run Goddess Blessing. You are going to run this build right here. Now I know this is threes across the board. You could use it as a hybrid build. I prefer to use it for my pocket healing. And we actually do have a tank here, so it's going to be easier for me to prove my point as to why IO is arguably one of the best pocket healers. So for this build, you are going to, as usual, buy Nimble and get Chronos, because you're going to want to reposition your dog every so often to get the refresh on the stuns. So it looks like our tank is actually AFK right now, so we're going to pocket heal probably Tiberius. We're going to give you guys the brief rundown of how you got to do this. So you place your dog there, hit someone who's problematic, and get them stunned. And you get to apply damage reduction to your team. And see, right there, that just took care of Caspian for us. And remember to try and keep your dog alive, but always prioritize your teammates. And it's a little bit easier when you've got two healers to run pocket heal IO. And again, I don't recommend running a pocket healing IO unless you do have another teammate to back you up. Because right there, if you die and you're pocket healing, no one else has heals. So, yeah, that's kind of just a brief rundown. Let me head back into spawn real quick, actually. The other two items you're going to want to buy is Resilience, and you're going to want to spec into Nimble and Resilience, then Chronos. Do it however you want, but that's what I recommend, and then probably get Haven as well. So, spec into them in the order that you please. That is pretty much how I play pocket healing IO. I'm not the best pocket healer IO. I'm way better at playing a hybrid IO, but you can see how it does work. And keep in mind, I don't play at the highest levels of the game, so this is just my take. You can call me a stupid silver or a stupid gold or whatever have you. So, yeah, that's just my rundown on how to do a pocket healing IO. Alright guys, this is post-gameplay commentary here. So, this is my damage build for IO. You guys have seen it. I'll have to flash the screenshots up for each of the builds again. Probably. Who knows. So I'm gonna just kind of splice this footage up and you guys are gonna see all the different kills I get with her, and yeah. Damage IO can be really, really good. So yeah. Let's roll it.